Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. So we're going to be looking at the B.U.G.I. I did finally 3-mark this thing. I had a pretty good run with it, so that helped. But this game we were able to basically pad a lot of damage, and it's easy to do. Like, if you can hit just, honestly, 5 shots every single game, you can basically 3-mark this thing. And I know that they're going to nerf it soon, so I wanted to get that done. We have the 2 marks on it in this video, and it looks kind of cool because it's the Chuck Norris print, and you get like 3 fists on the gun. I don't know, it's kind of cool. Anyway, I did install the Mark of Excellence mod. I use one of the ones in Aslan's pack. Unfortunately, it doesn't show in the replay, and I guess that's because it's not really taking that information from the game in real time, so that's probably why it doesn't work. But the W&8 mod that I did install is working, so I take a shot there into the VK. I take one from the T-34. That's fine. I'm willing to make that trade, and that's okay. By the way, if you wanted to get these 2 mods, just go online. You can go to Aslan's. Actually, I'll show you right now. If you want these, you can go here. Go to, I actually have it right here, so wgmods.net, and you can just type in Aslan's World of Tanks mod pack and it'll come up, but just go to wargamingmods.net and you can hit download here, and then you can watch like a YouTube video on it, on how to get it. But you could select what you want, and then you can go separately and install XVM. The reason why I never installed this in the first place is because Aslan's, if you install it just with the regular settings, even if you click XVM only, I only want XVM and XVM settings, it loads in all this extra crap, and you have to go through like literally 1,000 things and select what you want. XVM, when you download XVM from the actual XVM site, it's very basic. When you download it from Aslan's, it changes everything. Like, everything just looks different. I don't like it. It puts all these stats up on people's tanks, and like, you have to go in and manually change all that and edit it. Once you do that, you can continue downloading it the same every time, but I just never wanted to do that. So that's why I download XVM separately. I download Aslan's first, and then I go in, and because when you finally, this guy flipped over, and this was easy damage for me, so this helped my mark. But when you go in and download Aslan's pack, at the very end it asks you, do you want to delete all other mods? And they recommend you do that because it makes it a clean download, so that there's no issues with the mods. So I do that, and then I go to XVM and download XVM separately. And on Aslan's thing, I only select the W&8 mod and the Mark of Excellence mod, which I usually have here. If I do a live video, I'll show you guys. It's actually really nice. I would put like maybe like a XTE rating or whatever it's called here, or Wargaming's rating, but they don't have those options, so I just checked off W&8. But they do have like one that shows you a lot of things like efficiency and credit rating and all that. But yeah, I just don't need all that. So anyway, guys, that's it for the mods. We're at 1313 damage, and yeah, Airfield, to be honest, Airfield is not the best map. I mean, it's the good thing about this game, right, is that the game is close. And when the games are close, you have time to, as long as you're not dying early on in the game, you have time to use your gun and to do damage and to do spotting damage, and that's what I like. I find whenever I am having a bad session, it's usually because all the games are really short. And there's really nothing you can do about that. But like last night especially, I'm probably going to get this video out like a week from now, but last night, currently it's July 18th. On July 17th last night, going into July 18th, my session was freaking trash. I was playing like the LT432 and the even 90 to try and get some coin, and I was just having a bad session. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? And what I realized is I really wasn't doing anything wrong. It was just all the games were so short, and a couple of them I did die early, but when the games are that short and they're stomps, it's very difficult to get out damage and assist damage. It's really just that simple. So remind yourself of that. Like, if you're having bad sessions, look at the games you're playing. right? Like, don't get mad at your own performance. Look, are the games 5 minutes long? If the games are 5 minutes long, you can only do so much with that. So we're at 1590 damage. And yeah, the T-34 flipping over there really gave us like 2 shots for free, basically, so that was nice. I'm trying to take blind shots. At this point, I don't even care like about losing gold or anything like that. I am just trying to get a couple more shots of damage because I know I was close. I was at 94 something percent on the mark, like high 94, and I know that I can get close. So I'm taking that shot there. I thought I focused it in really well, but this is the thing with the B.U.G.I, like even fully placed shots, sometimes they're not going to hit, and you just have to accept this. I do get spotted there, obviously, by the KV2, and now I'm just waiting to look for another shot, but I don't want this guy penning me and taking me out of the game because that would ruin it for me. The fact that we're at 1600 damage, though, was pretty good. Like, even if I died here, I don't think the mark would move much, because I think to 3-mark this thing, it had to be like, I want to say it was like 1800 combined or something like that. It's a good amount, but it's very doable, given that the tank has like 3500 DPM and a 300 damage per shot. This thing is basically like, how can I compare it? It has like the gun power of, say, like maybe the T-54 first prototype. I think that does 300 damage a shot. And the gun even sounds like it, right? But it's like tier 8, tier 9 DPM. And damage per shot at tier 6. So if you can get into these lower tier games, you can make it work, right? I'm going to poke here. I'm trying to get a shot at AT while staying safe. I do get that. 334 damage. It's a good roll. It takes us up to 1924 damage. And at this point, I'm pretty sure I can mark this thing. I'm watching the mark in real time, and eventually, once I got the final shot at the end, there's a shot I took at the end where I knew I had it, because it'll tell me. Which again, I wish it was showing so I can show you guys, but yeah. And to emphasize again, guys, like, look how close this game is. I think I hit his gun. Should have aimed a little further in front of him, but look how close this game is, right, guys? It's 7 to 8. The HP is still pretty much the same, and now these guys are coming up. I wasn't really paying attention there, but I'm going to pull back like so, and I know that I'm pretty safe to kind of take these shots here. I get that one into the OI. Might have been a little bit of a lucky shot, but that's all right. Everyone needs some luck, but I know I'm safe to make this play to sit over here because the T-34 has run away and really no one else is here at this time. So we get a shot into the KV2, and at this point I'm so close to the mark. I think this was the last shot I needed to make, was right here, to get the mark. So the AT-8's coming through, and this is lucky, right, guys? So here we go. We get a shot into the AT-8, and at this point I'm pretty sure this was the shot where I knew I was going to mark this tank. But I'm not done yet. We're going to smack a shot into the Cromwell. Kind of a lucky shot, but again, we all need some luck, and I will take it for 3 marking this thing, right? I'm going to hang out here, wait for one more shot, but yeah, at this point, this is a great game. I know that I should have this. We ricochet the KV-1S, and now I'm just waiting for the AT-8 to come up. Going to look at his hatch, probably. Missed that shot. It is what it is. Coming down. Watching the KV-2. Going to spank a shot into the Cromwell because I know that's an easier shot than trying to go at the AT-8. And yeah, we get lit on fire. Boo-hoo. It doesn't really matter at this point. It doesn't matter, guys, because we got the mark. 3,300 damage, 320 assists, which helped us out there. So this was like 3,600 something combined. And yeah, look at the WN8. I mean, it was like 7,200. So this was a ridiculous game. But overall, I'm very, very happy that I marked this thing because, again, I know that they're going to likely nerf this thing. I think it's in the test servers right now for the new patch, and they are also nerfing like Emil, Kronwagen, that kind of stuff. Skoda T25 is going to get nerfed as well. So that's it, guys. I mean, we did lose this game. I'm pretty sure. It's, again, you can only do so much. But when you're doing 3,600 combined and you lose, I don't really think that's your fault. You probably had little say in the game, because the average for this tank is like, I don't know, 4 shots of damage, and I think we did like more than double that. So is what it is. But I'm gonna close this here. I got one more replay I want to show you guys, so I'm gonna end the game there, and we will take a look Here we go, we got the 3 mark on the gun, and we got high caliber for this, 3,300 damage, there was nothing blind. And we are at the top by experience, top by damage. Really was a brilliant game, and we lost 83k on this game, guys. 83,000. And if we weren't running premium, we would have lost 100k. So this is why I suggest you don't mark this tank unless you are looking to mark a tank where you're going to lose a crap ton of gold. It's a fun tank to try and mark, but the amount of gold you're going to lose is insane, or coin. I would suggest you mark literally anything else, because you have to spam the gold rounds. But yeah, so that's it, guys. Again, over 113 battles, 61% win rate, 1548 damage. So this is what my stats look like now that I've 3 marked this thing. You're going to want to be somewhere close to this. I did it in 113 battles, and 1548 damage sounds like a lot, but I'm telling you guys, 300 damage per shot. That's basically 5 full shots of damage. That's it. For instance, in the T-54 first prototype, I have 1507 damage. I have less damage in this tier 8 medium than in this tier 6 medium. Yeah, I mean, it's just absurd, in my opinion, like how overpowered this tank is. Even in some, like, let me look at some of these other tanks. There's not, I think a lot of my tier 8s and like 10s and stuff are over this way. But even if you're looking at like TDs and stuff, right? Like this is a tier 8, and this is a tier 8 TD, 1817 damage. I'm really good in this thing. Now I average like high 1700s in this thing. Just look at that. Like they need to nerf this thing, is what I'm saying. When the win rate and that kind of, the damage is that high, like that's just absurd. So anyway, guys, this is the B.U.G.I. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll catch you for the next one. Take care, and bye-bye.